Index Card a Day, number 2, by Creative Katie. Be a rainbow. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, take time to hit the subscribe button and choose the option to be notified of upcoming videos. Best way not to miss any. So instead of using the index cards as outlined by Daisy Yellow Art, I'm using and upcycling some old flashcards from my teaching days. I'm applying a coat of black gesso on this card to try a new technique that I saw in a joggles video. I'm just doing the other side just to finish it off because it's going to get a little bit grungy looking, and this way it's just kind of protected and taken care of. So in the joggles video, what they did is applied white gesso over top of the black gesso or the black page. What that does, because in some areas you have it lighter and some areas more opaque, more transparent and opaque, and this helps the colors show up on the black gessoed background. So as you can see, some areas as I'm applying it, I'm not being too particular. Some areas are lighter, some areas are darker. I'm getting out my Dilutions paints, yellow, the orange, and the post box red, and I'm just applying it. And you can see in some areas the yellow is brighter than other areas, and that's because of the white gesso. Where the white gesso is the most opaque, that's where your colors are going to be the brightest. So I'm just applying these colors on randomly using the applicator. I'm just blending them. You can see some places you see the black, and you get this instant shading because of the white gesso on the black background. And I'm just using up the extra paint on this flashcard. Cleaning up a little bit. Now I've got Tim Holt's Time stencil, and I'm just taping it down so that it doesn't move on me. And I just find this little precaution saves me a whole lot of headache later on. So I'm just taping it so it stays to the craft mat. So I'm getting out my black Dilutions paint, and with the applicator I'm just lightly pouncing and rubbing it in. I don't want to have too much paint. I'm going to do layer upon layer, build up the layers to the black I want so that the paint doesn't seep under the stencil. So there I have a 1-layer card. Cleaning off my stencil. So you can see the different colors and the layers and everything pop. Just edging the outside, getting rid of the white edges. And saving paint. Now I'm getting some of my gold paint. And you can either use I have the Artist Loft Gold or Martha Stewart craft paint, and I'm just splattering with a fan brush. And drawing. I'm thinning some white gesso and going to apply white splatters. Just want to make it a little pop a little more. So I searched on Pinterest for a quote, and actually I've had this quote for a while and I've just never found a place to use it, so I really wanted to use it. And that was the inspiration for this card. And it says we all have time machines. Memories take us back, dreams take us forward. And I'm cutting and trimming it down, playing with it, cutting it apart, manipulating it, trying to see what I like. And I spent, I don't know, is it just me? I seem to spend an exorbitant amount of time fussy placing these things. Does it look better here? Does it look better here? Does it look better here? Please let me know if you're the same as me. Because even at fast speed, I'm thinking, oh my goodness, pick already. And now that I have it all just perfectly lined up, do I take a picture of it so I remember where everything is? No. I take them right off and I'm spraying them with some Lindy's Starburst sprays just to get that little bit of gold. The white was just a little bit too stark for my taste. So it's always so much fun trying to dry these tiny little pieces of paper, and they go flying across the room, you know. Picking up some of the Lindy spray on the card. Waste not, want not. Drawing them with the heat gun, trying not to burn my fingers in the process. And now I'm going to play a little bit more, placing them. And I decide to flip the quote so the dreams take us forward. And yeah, I'm going to try to dry them and blow them all over the place. You see here some of the fonts that I've used, and I downloaded these fonts for free from defont.com. It's a great site. You can go through the fonts and select ones that you see in the sentiment stamps and all the things that we can buy. This way I can just play around and have the same look with my caption, any caption I choose off of Pinterest or anywhere. So I'm applying matte gel medium to put down the quotes. You see me now with my Stabilo All pencil, and I'm just outlining the quote, the words, phrases, and then I will spray some water on my craft mat and with a small brush activate the paint. And I find it's easier just to move it around so I'm on top of the paint instead of just trying to get around. And I like it a little bit wet so the water kind of seeps out and really shades and makes the words pop. So I'm using some of the black paint and just blackening the edges. I know I put orange on before, but I just needed a little bit more black just to make everything pop and work together. I get out my stylus and I'm using the Artist Loft gold paint and I'm just dipping in and putting dots all the way around this ICAD. Each of these ICADs that you see, even though the videos are anywhere from 5 to 12 minutes, they've taken 40 minutes to do. So don't get disappointed or frustrated when it's taking you longer, it does take us longer too. Like I said, I spent an exorbitant amount of time just rearranging the words. So there's the ICAD, using my Jelly Roll Gold to highlight it. The words just kind of sketchy outlining. A little bit of shimmer, a little bit of shine. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this ICAD tutorial. See you for the next ICAD number 3.